Hey guys, so what is Carly? How does it work and what can it do? Today I'm going to show you guys. I've got the OBD adapter for my Audi RS7. This is the VAG Plus, so for all VAG family vehicles. There are a couple products that kind of work like this, but what really sets Carly apart is it's wireless. So this little thing right there plugs into your OBD port and then it connects via Bluetooth to your phone. There's a really friendly app that you can use. So you don't have to have long cable plugged in to your port and then running to your laptop and have the whole big laptop in the car with you. This works with your phone via Bluetooth with this adapter for the car. Carly has adapters for various vehicles, including BMWs, Mini, Volkswagen, Audi, Mercedes-Benz, Porsche, Toyota, Renault, Seat, and Skoda. I specifically have the VAG Plus one because, as everybody should know, Audi is part of the VAG family, so that is how it works. I'm going to show you guys first. We'll come around to the driver's side. You can hear the car is running right now. On the RS7, the OBD port is right there. You can see it's got kind of the purple connector. Once you plug this in, you see a little red light turns on too. That's when you know you have a good connection. You make sure Bluetooth is on, you launch the Carly app. A really nice thing is they have an app both for Android and for iPhone. So I have an Android. We go here to the middle, Bluetooth, we hit start, we go ahead and start connecting. It's thinking it's connected to the adapter. Now it's setting up the connection with the car itself. Okay, now we have a successful connection. Hit OK. It pulls up all the features that you have. This will be the easiest way to kind of explain to you what Carly can do and show you guys. All these tiles, really user-friendly. Probably the most important thing, the most important functionality is going to be in the top left corner, Diagnostics. So this right here, you can read essentially the codes that your car has. If it's got a check engine light, you can figure out what's wrong with it. If you get the actual code itself, the really nice thing is you can go do your own research. You can go on the forums, AudiZine, or whatever the forum for your specific vehicle is, put the code in, see what it is, whether it's emissions related, engine, body electronics. You can figure all that out, and that's really helpful. So with the full version, you can pull all the codes. It actually has tons of, it reads 37 ECUs. So I've run this, I've actually used it recently, and I figured out my car through a couple soft faults. They weren't like check engine light codes, but there were a couple faults with it related to a essentially a controller that wasn't properly plugged in. So I went and figured out where it was, plugged it in, and it went away. But it reads all these things. Look at it. It's got, sunroof, your park distance control, heating, AC, transmission, ABS related brake stuff, motor controls, engine things, audio and nav. It does everything. Your chassis, the body. You can run the diagnostics. It takes a little bit of time, so I'm not going to go through all of that, but let's see. It'll pull your codes. Now, if we go back, the next big thing is coding. Coding is really nice because you can kind of customize your car to your liking. You can adjust things that show up in the dash. You can change the light settings for your interior lighting. You can adjust the daytime running lights, how the turn signal works, a lot of things like that. So we go in here, we can check compatibility. It'll take a quick second as it runs through. I've coded a couple of my cars before. I used VCDS on my S4 to change the, let's see, I adjusted it so even if I'm in regular drive, not in manual mode, it would show the gear that I was in. You didn't have to be in manual. I changed the brightness of the daytime running lights. There's all these type of things, and there's resources available to help you figure out what things you can adjust. Some things are convenience related. The seatbelt chime, which is a safety thing that the manufacturer has to have, but it can get quite frustrating if you're just trying to move a car around a parking lot or in your driveway. You can disable things like that. There are a couple other things you can also mess around with the coding perspective. Finish checking compatibility. We have 5 ECUs. Okay. Okay. And you can do things like central electronics, quartering lights, daytime running lights, headlights. I can change the dashboard things, multimedia interface, a bunch of this type of stuff here. So I'm not going to go through and code anything right now because it takes some time to figure out what to do. Just showing you guys the functionality. Now, used cars. This is pretty important because it allows you to make sure you're buying a car that is safe. Odometer fraud is a big issue. Let me go back into it, continue the car check. Odometer fraud is a big problem, especially in Europe apparently. That's what Carly really pushes, that they can do this. I've seen cars that have odometer issues. I run the Carfax. I was looking at an older car and there was a mileage rollback, and in one day it increased 30,000 miles, which obviously is not possible. I believe the shop made an error entering into the Carfax, but it went from 68,000 to 98,000 miles in one day. So if I was looking to purchase a car like that, I definitely would want to use a device like this, check the actual mileage, make sure everything is okay. Another cool thing, once it finishes running, I will show you guys, is it can also pull some other parameters about your car to kind of see how a used car is. It's finished. It said everything is okay. Carly's detected no tampering. It pulls up your VIN number, your mileage. So Let's see, it's at 40,486 miles of 2016, which is accurate. That's what year my car is. 40,000 kilometers. I'm at 25,000 miles, so that sounds about right. Driving profile data. This is interesting. My battery's at 87%. My fuel consumption, it's a European-based app, so 9 liters per kilometer. I actually don't know what that means. But look at this, airbag deployment. So since there's no airbags, no rollovers, that's pretty important too. So you can see, has the car been in a serious accident? That is a pretty nice feature. Moving on, this one I actually really like a lot. It's live parameter analyzing. So you have all these sorts of different parameters you can pick up. I've got calculated load value, your intake manifold absolute pressure, accelerator pedal position, engine RPM, the vehicle speed. So you can see these and it's live readout. So we hit start, it will prepare it. I've got the car running right now, and I'll show you guys. You can actually, let's see, we'll full screen it. You can read everything. So look, engine RPM, it's idling at 660 RPM. If I give it a blip, it responds by that. You can see accelerated pedal position changes, vehicle speed. I'm just in a giant parking lot now. I'll put it in drive. We'll start moving forward, and that updates. So you can do basic logging. If you're trying to mess around with the car, you can kind of see things. Maybe it helps diagnostics, but it's also just really fun to kind of see the stuff. I didn't know they had this originally. When I was playing with the app, I discovered it. I was like, oh, cool. I can log things like, you can even go to the point where I think they had fuel trims, catalyst temperatures, engine coolant temperature. Like this is actually really cool. Long-term fuel trims, short-term fuel trims. It's a nice feature, and it kind of shows you the almost. Whoops, I need to stopping it. It shows you that Carly claims like manufacturer grade diagnostic information, and this is actually pretty impressive type of stuff that it can pull up just via the OBD port and then an app on your phone. This next one is video in motion. So on vehicles as equipped with a screen here, and you can, if it can play multimedia like a DVD or a video, the manufacturer disables this playing above a certain speed. It's usually pretty low, like 3 kilometers an hour, obviously for safety reasons, because it could be distracting. So if you're wanting to override that to allow this to continue to play a video at speed, you can do that. You check compatibility, you can activate and deactivate. Mine is still deactivated because I don't watch movies while I'm driving, but it is a possibility you can do that with this. Next up is service. This is actually pretty important, especially if you're doing it yourself or you're not going to a dealer. You can read your service data. It can check things like distance until service, your service intervals. You can look at your oil quality, your oil levels. So I'm going to have it run out right now. Let's see what it says for my car. Take a look at that. So let's see. Distance in service, 3,500 kilometers driven, 44 days. Yep, had an oil change just over a month ago. How many days left, blah, blah, blah. Oil quality, 1. I mean, it shows you this type of stuff. You can pull a lot of it in here, but the one thing is you can reset your service intervals, which is something that's pretty nice too, so you don't constantly get that warning in your car. This one, the brake, that's the rear parking brake. We just redid the brakes on my RS7, and the only way you can do it yourself is you have to be able to release that rear parking brake, and it requires something like Carly, or some people use VCDS, to release that rear parking brake. Otherwise, you can't get it off. So this app also allows you to do that. Got a couple other functions there. You can send support and things to Carly if you have questions. Show you guys, this is the Connect dashboard. This is the initial kind of information it shows. I'm connected. It's my C7 generation Audi RS7 2016. As you guys can tell, it's a really handy and practical device that you could just have in your car. It's portable. You don't need to have your laptop, a long cable. It just plugs in, connects to your phone via Bluetooth, and you can pull out all sorts of information. It's handy as an enthusiast because you can read cool live parameters like your exhaust temperature and all that type of crazy stuff, the catalyst stuff and fuel trims. You can code your car, but the diagnostic part is really important because you can educate yourself, you can be knowledgeable. You don't have to just drop your car off at a shop or at a dealership and just be like, my car has an issue, please fix it. You can at least do some research, know what's going on, and also service intervals for people who want to DIY your way through things. It's a really, really helpful tool. If you own a car that Carly makes an adapter for, I would highly recommend checking it out. I've been using it. It's been great. If you guys have any questions, please comment below. Check out the links in the description. Thanks for watching.